Yo, what to do, YouTube? It's your boy Coach Talk, back with another video. And today, as you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about the quarterback controversy. But before I get into it, I'd like to thank you for all the recent subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. I really do. But if you're new, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you can know when I go live. And now we're going to hop into the video. As you can see from the title, it's is it time for Jacoby to start? Is it time for Jacoby? In my opinion, no, not yet. I've been on the verge of saying Jacoby isn't ready for the quarterback position for a few weeks now, because I still feel like he still has to learn a few things. And he can learn a lot from Phillip Rivers. Trust me, he can definitely learn a lot. Learn about eyeing down the receiver, be aware of the pocket collapse, if there is any at all, and to be comfortable. Phillip Rivers is very inconsistent. He's a very inconsistent quarterback. I'm not going to lie to you. Last week was definitely a resemblance of week one, of eye down one target, forcing passes, and not getting the ball enough air to the receivers. So he has a lot of work to do, and he's a veteran. He's a pretty old quarterback. So I never really had high hopes to begin with Phillip at the beginning, and I won't have it now. I kind of knew what we were getting into when we signed him. So his last year with the Chargers was pretty terrible. He had like a 23-20 season, something like that. And Jacoby's last year, before he was hurt in 2019, he had about 18 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, in the verge of that area. Before he went down, Jacoby was having the greatest season of his career. He was having the time of his life. The boy was going crazy. And he was on the verge of being, in my opinion, an MVP Offensive Player of the Year traits. His stats was on that verge before he went down to Pittsburgh. It was a pretty bad injury, and he just never fully recovered from that. He started to play scary, started forcing passes, interceptions. He took a lot of sacks, and it was just all bad. Now, we were banged up back then last year, that year with Jacoby as well, so it's not all on him. So I can't give him the credit that he really did try. He did step up to the plate, being as though Andrew Luck retired out of nowhere. So he was kind of thrown into the starting position, which is understandable. But I'm just going to say Jacoby still isn't ready, in my opinion, as not ready to be the starting quarterback for the Colts. He's just not. In my opinion, can he do it? Absolutely. Why? Because anybody can do it. Anybody that has that type of gut and that type of no fear to step into a starting position out of nowhere and perform for a consistent amount of weeks deserves the praise. So I give him the credit. He did do what he had to do before he went down. It's unfortunate. Things happen. You move on. So do we start him? I don't think we start Jacoby yet. We got 2 games coming up, the Bengals and Lions. Those are 2, maybe 2 trap games. I know the Bengals is probably going to be a trap game because Joe Burrow can ball. So those are 2 games Phillip really has to step up. If he doesn't step up these games against the Lions and Bengals, then we'll start to have a conversation about getting him out of there. But it's a guy that we signed in the free agency. We signed in the offseason to start as our quarterback. I don't think we signed him to come off the bench. Frank Reich did come out a few days ago talking about trusting Phillip, and he still thinks he's there. He's still a guy. Understand, they got a good friendship. He knows the system. He knows the coordinator. He knows Frank. And he's going to get it done. He's going to get it done. Now, look, I have a problem with Phillip just like you guys. You're not alone. I understand. Phillip Rivers' throwing aim is terrible. He throws off the side of it. He doesn't have a perfect form. He forces passes, and he does his own thing. I'm not gonna out there on the field. He does his own thing. He talks trash. He gets baited, and he's just losing. He's just losing it with age. So I understand where all the criticism of Phillip Rivers comes from, because I'm watching the same game as you all. I don't like it. We're losing all because of the offense. The offense is the reason we're losing games, and we don't have any consistency coming out of there because we do not run the football effectively as we should. So when we force him passes to Phillip and he's eyeing down one receiver, it gives our offense a bad look and forces the defense to come back on the field faster than when they should, and they give up touchdowns. So it's understandable. All the criticism comes from and makes people go on the verge of starting Jacoby. Jacoby started trending after the last loss we took. His name started to trend on Twitter as in to put in Jacoby. And I understand that. But I feel like we shouldn't give up on Phillip yet. Even though I feel like he can definitely play the same as usual for the next few weeks because it's Phillip Rivers. He's very confident in himself. He does whatever he wants out there on the field. Why? Because he feels like he deserves that credit. And he deserves that type of respect. So he goes out there on his own agenda at times and forces a few passes that shouldn't have been thrown. And he throws a few ducks and a few overthrows. That's just been Phillip, though. If anybody's watched Phillip Rivers football, and when he was with the Chargers, you would know this is what he does. So it doesn't surprise me. It might be surprising for some Colts fans because, some fans probably only watch Colts football. And I understand that you're loyal to the soil. I understand it. But some people, then there are some other fans that watch more than one fan base. You will see, well, there goes Phillip. On Twitter, I will go, well, Phillip just Phillip because we're known and he's prone to doing things like this. So I understand. And now we have, on the other hand, we have another quarterback in Jacob Eason that we just drafted. Some people said, give Jacob Eason a chance. And I'm on the verge of giving him a chance too. But it goes by depth chart. So you have Phillip, then you have Jacoby, then you have Jacob. We did have Chad Kelly, but we let him go. So I would give Jacoby a start. Then you would give Jacob Eason a start. So that's the rotation and how it will go. I don't think they would put Jacob Eason over both of them to start if they had to do a rotational change. We haven't seen this guy touch the field yet. So that would be nice to see the rookie come in and see if he can perform or not. Because we're staying in right now for the Chargers now. Justin Herbert is starting for the Chargers, and he's having a phenomenal game. He just threw 4 touchdowns in one game. So it's pretty impressive for him to come in there in that rookie position and to start and to be as effective as he is. It's pretty impressive. So it leaves the doubt as if Jacob Eason should come in and try to perform. I would put him in the Lions game. A game against like a Lions defense or something like that, I would give a rookie to start. Or Jacoby, just to see how to look. That would be the perfect game to start another quarterback other than Phillip Rivers, because we already know how Phillip plays. So if you had to make a change, I think that game right there will be like a quarterback battle, just to prove who should start for the rest of the year and who shouldn't. So I believe that the Colts should do that as a suggestion, because the offense is terrible right now. We're not getting any type of yards. When we get to the end zone, we don't know how to score, so we settle for hot rod field goals. So I think a game like that, we should give another quarterback a chance to get in the field and see what they can do, because we know our defense can lead us into a victory. It's just with our offense, we have to get consistency off of that. So I think that should be the option. Against a game like them with a bad record and a bad ranking of offense and defense, we should give either Jacoby or Jacob Eason a chance to perform and go off of that. And on that note, I'm going to leave it in the comment sections on your reaction on if we should start Jacoby and your reaction on Phillip Rivers' gameplay as well. So I will be there. You guys let me know. I appreciate all the continued support. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new as well. And until next time, this is Colts Talk signing out. Peace.